Alright, hello. We are back for episode 3 of our Breath of Fire 3 Pseudo Randomizer. We are all by our lonesome. Tipo and Ray are nowhere to be found, assumed dead. And I just wanted to mention what I've decided on with the master stuff. I think I touched a little bit on it in the last episode. So, again, the game chart codes that give us masters only give it to us visually in the status screen. And we don't actually get the status ups and stuff or downs unless we have those masters unlocked already. So in that case, since Ryu random Mary Leap here, and you can't get that until much later in the game, he just can't have a master until he's able to have her. So, in addition, I've also decided that any skills that you learn from those masters, you're allowed to use. So, because by the time we get to that point, we're only ever going to have a skill list of 5 skills at any given time without masters. So, I'm going to have 5 random skills, and then whatever skills that I can get from the one master that each character gets. That's the way I'm squaring it out. So, that's kind of good, considering I'll end up with Shadow Walk eventually, but I can only get those skills from the master. I'm not allowed to observe or examine to try and get them. So, I have to learn them directly from the master, and it has to be the character that's under that master. I can't just switch off to, the classic thing where you take Pico because you get him at level 1 and you put him on the most busted master and just have him learn all of their stuff in a very short amount of time. No, it's got to be learned by the person with that master under their status. Now, because Ray got Handara, and you can only get Handara as a master unless if you master Durandal, then I was going to say, okay, so that means that we have to do Durandal in order to have Handara, but no, we don't. So, we're not going to do that. The only way we can get Handara is if somebody randoms Durandal as their master. We're not going to get Durandal to use. We'll unlock all the masters as we go along just to make sure that we have them available for characters if they get them, but yeah. So, if I don't random anybody that gets Durandal, then I don't master Durandal, which means I don't get Handara, which means Ray doesn't get a master. Okay? Get it? Alright. So, again, we're all by our lonesome. We're getting ready to head off to Windia now. It's going to be hard to climb this mountain with a bad back, but, Ryu's young, he can handle it. Alright, so no master for Ryu until the time skip. It's gonna be rough. Not rough, just weird. It's been a while since I've done, vanilla stats in this game. Okay, but this is why having burn is good. These guys are pretty hard to hit with physical attacks, and in the vanilla game, you want burn for this part of the game. You also want frost, which we don't have. Frost is a great way to get some extra EXP in this area, for sure. But we can do 1 with this ice sigil, right? If we have anything that's throwing ice, it's going to help here. So this guy right here pretty much explains it to you. We don't need to talk to him because we already know, but those guys are weak to ice. They freeze, and you can just sit here and fight them, and they'll never attack you after you freeze them. So if you have frost, it's great. If you don't have frost, it's not, because they can do some pretty good damage. So here's what we're going to do to still try and, salvage some EXP from this. I'm going to protect Ryu. And I'm going to fight this guy. It's going to take a while to kill him, without ice. Having protect is very helpful, though. Yeah, we're doing 1 damage. He's attack downing us, which might, yes, it makes us do 0. So there's no way, then, that I'm doing this. Unless, of course, we timed blow him, but then there's the chance that he just swings on us and kills us. I don't remember how much HP he has, honestly. I'm gonna try this, and if we die, we die. Let's see. He's like, I ain't messing with no timed blow, dude. That was the worst timed blow I've ever seen. Ryu, what the hell? You let him escape before you could hit him. Damn, dude, you can't script this crap. I think there's an item over here to get. I don't remember. I think it's over there, actually, where I'm facing. Okay, so, in this case, we burn the nut. That's a great skill to get if you're ever going through the game and you're not using our stupid, terrible rules. You can learn both of those moves from these guys. You can learn Blind from the bird, and you can learn Double Blow from Nunchurp. Double Blow isn't great, but it's okay. Especially, I mean, a little coincidentally, it's actually really good to use against the Nut folk if you don't have Burn. Because it gives you 2 chances to hit them. Albeit at half strength, but you're still getting 2 chances to hit. Yeah, here it is. Protein. Okay. That's good. That's attack up. But, yeah, this mountain's pretty straightforward. I mean, it seems confusing, but it's pretty straightforward how to get up to the top. We got another Nunchurp. Also, this mountain is pretty much a formality, like, you'll see. I'm sure I don't want to be inconsiderate or insulting of your guys' intelligence. I mean, your intelligence is at least 4, mine is. So, I'm sure a lot of people that are watching this have probably played the game. I'm still trying to, like, keep the innocence of it, just for people who haven't, and have just run across my videos. So, I think it's safe to say that I should just, like, spoiler alert this whole playlist, like, just say, hey, and, not worry about explaining the story and stuff. I'll mention stuff about it, but, I don't wanna fill up the playthroughs with me just telling you what's going on in the story and stuff, even though I love the story. I'll still comment on it, but, like, I don't wanna bog you down with details of the story, you know? I would rather you played it for yourself and experienced it, you know? But either way, I'm just trying to be considerate. I have terrible anxiety about crap like that, and I don't want to, I don't want anybody to think I'm just, sitting here saying crap for no reason. Alright, anyway, all that aside, we're still mountain climbing. He's doing alright with his bad back. I told you he'd be fine. Okay, so here we have a Tarman. Now that I'm this far up the mountain, I really don't want to try it. I think for this one, we'll just Icicle him. We'll just use the dang Icicle and freeze him. You'll at least get to see what happens. So, that instantly killed him. It didn't even freeze him. But yeah, usually, see, 70 EXP, right? Great EXP. And if you have Frost, you can just go through here and fight Tarmen for a while and get some extra levels, which is really helpful. But even if we had Frost, we wouldn't be allowed to use it unless it was in our skill list. Give me some money. Uh-oh. Give me money. Dang, there's no money in these bushes. Alright, so recognize this guy here. Oh, we're gonna stand next to him while he pees and fight this thing. Whatever it is. Okay. I've never gotten an attack right next to Sunder while he's peeing. It's funny. Well, now we're blinded, so it's going to be kind of hard to hit this thing. But if we do hit it, I think it's a instant kill there. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, so Balio's standing here peeing. We're gonna try and walk past him, and here you go. So this is basically how the game kind of clues you in. Like, you already knew, obviously, that you're a dragon, right? But it hasn't really been addressed. This is where the game really, like, kicks in and says, "Oh crap, this is a thing." I'm not a zombie or a vampire. I'm just a little kid with a, like, scoliosis or something. graphic content, by the way, sorry. Kid getting stabbed. Balio and Sunder are good early game villains, for sure. You really end up hating them. Inconceivable. I like how the freaking blood and knife just meld into you, too. So yeah, here we are again as our little dragon. Whelp, or puppy, whichever you want to call it. I always did like the fact they called them puppies, dragon puppies, in Breath of Fire 2. It was just cute. And a little dragon whelp is cute. He's adorable. And, of course, it's in every single Breath of Fire game is Windia. There's always some form of Windia and some form of Dragnir. So these guys are always out to make a buck somehow. They're from a crime syndicate. Like, they're bad dudes. Again, this is what I mean by the game kind of teaching you that adults are either greedy, evil, ignorant, mean, or just absolutely stupid. Some of them are all of those things. Like Balio and Sunder. Like, okay, obviously, from this scene, they start hitting him and kicking him and everything. He's obviously, like, their prisoner. He's screaming and stuff and crying. And even the freaking king is like, oh, jail all three of them. Are you serious? What are you sending a little tiny kid to jail for, dude? Yeah, see? Arrest these con men and their dragon, you know? So now we're in jail. And, yeah. It made no sense to me. Like, you would think the king would have, like, investigated, like... Maybe we shouldn't, like, throw this kid in jail. He's obviously some kid that they snatched out of a backwoods village. Then we got Nina, who is also really stupid. And you'll see why. This is easily one of the stupidest Ninas that has ever been in a Breath of Fire. I mean, I still like her, but... she's pretty dumb. We're just way too trusting and sheltered. Because she wanted to come down and let Ryu out, but they're like, oh, you're gonna let us free? And she's like, no, not you guys. Yeah, like these big muscular horses with frickin' 19-pack abs. And you're like, oh yeah, I'll just let you go. I trust you, fine. Look, she's even thinking about it. Like, how stupid am I? I'm pretty dumb. Here you go. And this is what you get. So, my best friend Jared has always said that Nina as a kid getting hit in this game sounds like a yappy dog getting smacked. I tend to agree. Yeah, so now they're kidnapping Nina because she's worth more. We ain't gonna let them do that. We gotta get the hell out of here. Yeah, yelling for the guard does nothing, but it's funny. It's one of the only times you get to see that sprite. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's the only time you get to see that sprite. Try to break the door. He's like, ow, dude, that hurt. Hit it again. And he gets all determined, like, yeah, let's go. Bam! Opened. I don't think it opened, really. Alright, so we go over here, let's grab the skill link, I guess, and we'll save. Granted, of course we have time to save while they're running away with the princess. He's like, hold on, let me put this in my diary. Meanwhile, she's screaming downstairs, help! He's like, Jesus, hold on a minute. Okay. And this is a nice Silence of the Lambs reference. Did you hear a sheep? Anyway, moving on. So another fight with Balio and Sunder, you can't win. I mean, I think you can win this one, but again, it's really, really hard. He's trying to windmill him, and he's like, nah, bitch. Yeah, there it is. Alright. Now, you can turn into a dragon here, but it's pointless. Now, there's a number of ways you can end this fight. You can either get your butt kicked, you can hit them long enough for her to run away, or you can do my favorite thing, which is hit her. If you survive. Which is unlikely. Yeah. You just get your butt kicked. And she's somehow able to escape still. If you hit Nina, she just like wakes up and then runs away. While I was fighting with them. I wouldn't call that fighting. I would call that getting my butt kicked. It's two-tone, baby. Bam, bam. Nina joined, which means guess what? We need to go back up here and save. And we need to randomize her skills and masters. I have already rolled them. I rolled them before I started this episode, because I knew I was going to get Nina. That way I can just go in and click the cheats like I did last time. I'm going to try to do that, just so I really don't want the dead air of me sitting here and doing this and randomly generating the numbers and stuff. If I can just do it beforehand. So here is very much hoping that we got something good this time. Good God, we got some duds so far. Alright, so eat your apple there, Ryu. I'll be right back. Alright, again, sorry for the artifacts. You're going to see a bunch of pointers everywhere. Okay, so we need Nina Master and Nina Skill Codes 1. That is all we need enabled. And then options. Continue. Alright, let's see if it worked. No, don't cast magic, Nina. Alright, let's check her master first. Ooh. Yes, dude, she got Dece. That's perfect for her. That's actually... Hold on, I need to move my screen. There we go. Yeah, she got Dece. That's awesome for her. The only shitty part is... Holy crap, that's going to take a long time to get her. That's one of the last masters you get in the game. It's really close to the end. So, that's cool, though. That's great for Nina. So that's going to get her a bunch of really good magic spells, too. But as of right now, that is very far off. Let's see what she got in her skills. Okay, she got Ragnarok. Let's go. That's one of Momo's later spells. She can actually cast it a couple of times. She's got a decent amount of AP. Sleep. Okay, sleep is okay. Headcracker. Frost. How's that frost damage? I think that's just a messed up description of it. That's that move that the Shroom does, I think. The Shroom boss that you fight later in the game. Charm. Increases chance of finding item. That's actually freaking awesome. That is, a Delonzo skill. That's awesome. Okay. I kind of wish we would have got, Monopolize on her. That would have been great. And Siphon, not the best, but it's okay. These are actually, it's funny that she's actually better than Ryu is. Holy crap. Ragnarok, Sleep, Headcracker, Charm, Siphon. And then she's got Dece as a master. Okay, Nina's looking great. The only problem with Dece is that, yeah, her, her, ups and downs on her stats are bad. She gets all of the intelligence stuff, I think. Let me look it up. Let me, make sure I look it up here. Let's see. BOF3 Masters. So, yeah, she gets... I know that she gets, like, ups to all of the mage stats, basically. Yeah. Subtraction of 3 from HP, subtraction of 3 from defense, AP plus 3, power plus 1, intelligence plus 3, agility plus 1. Okay, well that's good for Nina, because her agility is already really good by the end of the game. She actually ends up faster than Ray, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so... And she teaches Inferno, Blizzard, Mjolnir, Sirocco, and Celerity. Granted, it's 15 levels you need to get all that, and she comes pretty late in the game. Usually that's a good master to put Pico under if you kept him at level 1 and just get all those skills, but yeah, we're not going to get to do that this time. And Mary Leap, this is, we should check and see what yeah, okay, Charm is a Mary Leap skill, not a Delonzo skill. So yeah, Charm is one that you get from Mary Leap, so we'll have 2 instances of that. That's cool. Shadow Walk and War Shout both come from Mary Leap as well. Alright. Neat. Okay, cool. So, Nina's looking dang good here, man. Alright, so let's change our form to defense. Let me save the game. And we're going to reset without the codes on. That way I can move my skills around unimpeded without artifacts happening where I, glitch out what my skills do. Alright. 1 second. Yes, I really want to quit. And we will bring it back up. Okay. So, next part of randomization continues here. We also have Momos that we'll get pretty soon. As of right now, though, I mean, Nina's got Ragnarok. That's pretty sweet, dude. Headcracker is 0 AP to use. And it's a boss move. It's probably pretty good. We're gonna have to try that. I'm pretty sure that that's the one that the shroom uses on you with the big... It's like a big brain that falls down and hits you. We'll know after a few battles down here in the cemetery. Now let's make sure it saved them. Of course. Yep, we got them. Now we can sort them out. In my OCD way. It's gotta be a stairs. It's gotta be stairs. There we go. It's in stairs form now. Alright. Let's go. Nina comes equipped with a soul gem, by the way, which is actually pretty good for her. She's one of the only characters you'd want to put that on. That saves her from death once. Like, she runs out of HP, she recovers fully. It's like a guts roll, but it fills you up to full instead of leaving you with like a couple of HP. I gotta see if I remember this dungeon. I'm pretty sure I do. All the words and stuff. Alright, there's a nut troop. We're gonna try some stuff here. Let's try this head cracker. It's altered by HP, and I'll do burn, just in case that misses. Or does nothing. Uh-oh. Unknown operating code. Okay, so head cracker freezes the game. We gotta fix that then, don't we? Alright, well... So we can't use that. That's one that I missed, apparently. So, let's, I gotta go in and... Hold, please. Okay, no. Okay, that's right. It's number 3. So now let's go ahead and re-enable the codes that I have fixed. Which would be Nina skill codes. Enable. Okay. Run. Continue. Alright, so now that should have changed Headcracker to something else. Ice Breath! Okay, we'll take that. So that's a... Pretty sure that's a dragon attack. If it's not a dragon attack, it's the other form of the fish breath attacks that Ray had of fire breath. I'm pretty sure it's a dragon attack, though. So now let's save again. Ice Breath, I'm certain, will not glitch. So now we're going to reset once more. And everything should be hunky-dang, ding-dang-dory. I'm glad we tested Headcracker before we got too far and found out that it freezes the game. Yeah, a lot of those big dumb moves that bosses use will do that. Surprisingly, Holocaust doesn't, which is the final boss's big dumb. That does damage, but all it does is flash the screen. It doesn't, like, show you anything it's doing. Because most of the animation comes from the final boss sprite itself. But, anyway. So now we have Ice Breath instead of Headcracker. Everything else is the same. And we'll sort these out again to make our stairway. Stairway to Ice Breath. Okay. So... Now we'll save again, because I'm that guy. Alright, now, as I was saying before, let's go down here. I think I remember this dungeon. And what all you have to do, of course, like all the words and everything. We just gotta mess with some gravestones. And we'll try Ice Breath, and hopefully not have a an explosive display such as the Headcracker incident there. Alright, Nina. Ice Breath him and tell me it works. There's a double blow. Whatever. Nobody cares. Have an Ice Breath, dog. Oh, she actually says Ice Breath. That's neat. That means that was maybe once intended to be a move you got. Oh, wait. Does Pico get Ice Breath? That version of Ice Breath? I don't remember. Okay, well, let's... I mean, that's 0 for Siphon. Let's just do that. That's the bat attack. Nice, dude. And we'll burn if that doesn't hit. Yeah, Siphon's the bad attack. She missed. Dang it. Well, he's getting burned anyway. Like when the bats at you. That's what it is Siphon. So, alright. So at least we got some skills that work. I wish Ice Breath cost nothing, because it costs 4. But it's a strong move, strong-ish. Ragnarok's gonna be much better. Ice Breath, the reason it's not doing much is because she has crap for HP. And she's not even really ever gonna have good HP, because she's gonna have Dees as a master. And she has minus 3 HP, so... really, her best skills here are Ragnarok and Charm. Again, though, at some point in the game, these are all going to be randomized again, so we shouldn't get used to having them. Alright, anyway. Yeah, these are when you have to look at the green ones. We want to hit one of the red ones first just to get the glass domino. Yeah, this will make us fall. We'll fight down here, and then there's up here there's a glass domino we can get. Not the greatest piece of equipment, it makes you too slow in my opinion, but it'll be good to sell. And we got a Zombar. Well, let's charm him and see if we get an item off him afterwards. And we'll time blow him too, screw it. That's an appropriate looking skill for Nina to have. Oh, it didn't kill him. He might kill Ryu now. Okay, he attacked Nina. Good. At least we get an EX turn, because zombies are slow. Alright. We didn't get an item. Oh well. That'll be really useful for some enemies a little later, but the thing is, we probably won't have that move when we re-randomize later for when it would really be useful. However, she's gonna get, or Ryu's gonna get it because he's gonna have Mary Lee. So we'll get it no matter what. So we'll just charge this guy. Oh, little thing now that's kind of subtle, and a lot of people, I'm sure, miss it. I missed it when I first played. Ryu now swings with purpose. I always think that that's because now there's a girl around for him to impress, and he doesn't want to look like a wimp going like this. So, yeah. Neat, dude. The 7 words. So, we want to press all of the green words here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we have to press all of the... yeah. We need to figure out all the green words. We don't want to press those yet. We got to go around and hit the words that don't make us fall on all of the gravestones. I forget exactly what treasure that gets us, but it's okay. It's better than a glass domino, I know that. Also, our broadsword's doing pretty good damage. And Nina's not the worst person to be swinging with right now for these early-ish game enemies. She's not bad. So I want to push every green word on every gravestone and not fall. So that's 2 of them. That's 3. So we'll try and swing with Nina and we'll burn. Again, burn is so helpful right now. Nina will one-shot him if she hits, but it's very rare that she does. And we got a Molotovs too, so we could be throwing that at nuts. But we have burn, so we're fine. That's 5. Oh, there's one up there that we have to jump to, I think. Oh, this is a fun team. Let's Ragnarok them. Let's go. Oh! Welcome to freaking Earth. Holy crap, dude. Okay, so Nina's got some killer AoE at the moment. As you can tell, it did pretty dang good damage, and it hits everything, so fantastic. That would be a Panacea, whatever you want to call it. And there's one more stone up here. So we push not. That stone over there is the one that we input all of the words that get us out of this place. We don't want to leave yet. Frickin' Ragnarok, dude. Let's go. That's gonna be fun to use against certain groups for this first part of the game. Nina's probably gonna stick around on our team, honestly. There'd be times when I would, like, throw her off of my team, but, like, with a move like Ragnarok, I don't think I wanna, bro. Especially because her AP growth in, like, vanilla AP growth is so good. She's gonna be able to cast it quite a few times. Alright, he's gonna jolt himself, I'm pretty sure. No, it's only when he has volts with him. But this thing is one of those enemies that can, like, upgrade the other enemies that come with him, like bolts. If there's volts with him, he'll be able to, like, hit them with lightning, and it levels them up and makes them stronger. Cut it a little close there, but I knew he'd go down in one more round of attacks. Okay, so now this should unlock us the treasure because we hit all the green words. Whee! I forget what it is, though. Oh yeah, it's a light bangle. Okay, not the best, but it is one. It is a decent accessory. Raises defense versus stat changes, yeah. I think we want to put that on... Yeah, we'll put that on. No. Actually, I don't remember if there's anything really that silences us, but it'd be really good to have on Nina, because that's a good status effect to avoid. So we'll jump down here. We gotta climb back up where the glass domino was, and then we'll go to the one gravestone where we gotta put in all the red words, which I think I just remember. To be honest with you, I didn't really have to look at the gravestones and know what they were. I've got them sort of memorized. We'll see. We'll put that to the test in a minute. We can see if I'm stupid or correct. Excuse me. Alright. Alright, yeah, this climbs us back up where the glass domino was. We will probably get attacked on our way to this gravestone. Yeah, here it is. Good rule of thumb in this game, when you change screens, you're likely to get attacked, like, the moment that you take a step. It's pretty much consistent with that way. We're actually really lucky that Ryu got burned in his random skills. We would love to have Frost, of course, but Burn is great for these guys. Otherwise, we'd just be sitting here trying to swing and hit them and missing a lot. Okay. Let's get up here. Okay. So we have to hit the words we saw that were red on this stone. Back to back to back to back to back. And if we mess up once, it restarts. Red. Climbing. I. Is. Aha. Is it look? Is it look or hidden? Oh, it was look. Dang it. Alright. Everybody make fun of Two-Tone for how dumb he is, because it was actually look, and hidden isn't in any of them. It's not any of the freaking words. I was so close. Oh well. I was doing it all from memory, and it's been like a year since I played this game, so give me a break. Yeah, it's look. This is beneath. This. Yep. It literally just told you, do not choose, or do not choose that one. This is what you see. Yeah, this is the answer. Nina's gonna help us find Ray and Tipo now, quote unquote. The game kind of, it's not like it forgets eventually that that's what you're hoping to do. It's that a grander plot begins to unfold. And everyone just kind of gets swept up into it. Okay, this is actually pretty dangerous. Let's Ragnarok him. This could be dangerous if they all did Jolt. Bye-bye. Armageddon time. Bam! Oh my god, that's so good. Again, this is what I decided we were going to avoid, though. So, for the purposes of this randomizer, because she got Ragnarok, and that's a fantastic skill, later we re-randomize those skills to 5 different ones, because if we get something busted, like Ragnarok, in the beginning of the game, we don't just want to be spamming that for the whole rest of the game. That's lame. We want to change stuff. Ice Breath isn't going to do crap to these guys. We'll do it anyway. I mean, it's fun. Freaking bad back, dude, I swear. Ice Breath? That's funny that she says it. I'm pretty sure it is a Pico skill, so it makes sense that they would all have all have things to say when they do it. Yeah, Bone Dart, also pretty good skill. Not terrible. It confuses if it hits. And really the reason that Bone Dart is great is because if Ryu has it, this came from one of my runs where I did like a Dark Dragons run, like from the first game. You're not like, you weren't one of the Light Dragon clan, you're a Dark Dragon. So I gave him like death and just dark skills and ice skills, right? And one of them I gave him was Bone Dart. And whenever he casts Bone Dart as a little kid, he goes, Bone Darto! And it always cracks me up, dude. And when you do it as a grown-up, you Bone Darto! It's similar. So here we are, we made it out from underground. We're in Windia now. Speaking of which, another great track right here. Just is. Gorgeous, chill. Windia is a great place, man. So, I typically like to run around and loot everything in Windia. Just for the fun of it, mostly because I like the areas. Oh, this is an interesting scene. Like, he says, we'll save a lot of money if we share a room. And then, yeah, next she'll be saying we should share the bed. Just some really funny interactions. With the dialogue in this game is great. Oh, this is when we figure out that Ryu has a country bumpkin accent. It's one thing to come all the way to Windia, but it's another thing to bring your accent with you. So yeah, Ryu kind of he kind of got the accent inflection of being like a country bumpkin from hanging out with Ray and Tipo and McNeil. Pretty funny. The trendy area of Windia. Whatever that means. Oh, yeah, there is no other frickin' game I've ever seen that makes bread look this good. So, yeah, they basically make bread. That's Windia's big, like, export in this game is bread. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but, you know. But in particular, what makes the bread look really good is another guy in this area. Yeah, it kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of how the economy works in the Breath of Fire 3 world. Like, they get flour from McNeil Village, and there's been a bad harvest, so they haven't gotten good flour. They haven't been able to make great bread. This little girl wants to play with her grandpa, and he's telling her to go play with her friends. Yeah, a lot of this is like just, you'll think about everything you see here later, and obviously we're getting a bunch of bread. And this is the most, this is the most specialty shop I've ever seen in my life, by the way. Nothing but bread. It's kind of cheap if you want to get it for healing, but there's really no point. Healing herbs are better, and we can afford those. This guy right here. Look at that and tell me that that doesn't look good to eat with it. Like the steam coming off it. I know it's cartoony and it's a sprite, but that is just good looking bread right there, dude. You're right, man. I hate being an adult. I wish I could run around and play all day too. But I gotta wait until I get home from work at almost midnight and play video games then. Yeah, there's nothing much to really get up here outside of, like, just looting cabinets and stuff like that. I mean, I think one of these, crap, well, oh, hi. I forgot that there was a dog here. Hee one of these I could swear you got, like, a swallow eye from. Why are you losing my mind? I swear there was a way to get a swallow eye. Which is a really good item. Yeah, no, it's not up here. My cat is scratching at the door, because of course he is. If you've watched any of my runs of anything before, you know that my cat has severe separation issues. So if I close the door to my office, he, like, mouths outside the door forever. And just wants in here. And then I let him in here, and he jumps all over everything and chews on my cords. So... yeah, he wonders why he's not allowed in. So he just stands outside the door, claws the bottom of it, and screams at me. You can probably hear him. Okay. It's very far away, like the door's pretty far away from here. But yeah, you can probably hear him. So, the only thing really to do in this area, I like this guy too. He's not goofing off. He's patrolling this here sandwich. I tried to steal his money and he didn't stop me. Nobody has any money in this dang town. Okay, so, the next thing that we need to actually do, well, let's keep looting stuff. This is interesting, because this place, here you go. Yeah, I got beat up by a robber the other day. Taught him a thing or two before he got away. It sounds an awful lot like Tipo. Some little good-for-nothing kid from the country. Yeah, so he's got, that's Tipo 100%, you know? And here we go, coming in here and stealing their ammonia, and they just stand there and let me do it. So let's stock up on some healing herbs here, because we're gonna need them. Let's get 30 of those bad boys. Vitamins are better, but, you know, we should probably buy one of each of the other, lures as well. How are we doing on antidotes? We got 12 of them. We're pretty good there. Tried to steal from a homeless guy. I feel terrible. Alright. Let's do some shopping. Some shippy shopping. Okay, we already have a broadsword. Claymore, while it is very powerful, look at the agility difference. I have the broadsword equipped right now, so I'm at agility 8. That drops me to 1. It's not worth the money, dude. Getting a mace kind of is. Like, she gets a significant power boost from that. That's 6. Excuse me. I can't stop burping. So, yeah, I recommend getting the mace. But what you really want is, I'm pretty sure it's here, right? Mage's robes? Yeah, right, Mage's robes and Ranger garb are 2 things you really want to freaking buy from this town. Specifically, like, probably get the Mage's robes before anything else, because Nina's defense is terrible, and then start selling stuff to try and afford the Ranger garb. So we got a couple piranha we never wanted to catch anyway. We got some gems. So there's quite a bit of stuff we can sell. Molotovs we can get rid of. Skill Ink we obviously don't need. Moxa raises your willpower, which gives you a better chance of guts rolls. And we can sell all that bread we just found. You typically, like I said, you don't want to sell weapons just in case you want to get Delonzo, because you want to have 15 of one specific type of weapon to get that master unlocked. Let's sell the clothing, the brass helm, the glass domino I'm not worried about, leather apron, and bracers. We'll just sell all of that stuff. And now we can afford Ranger garb, which is the best thing Ryu can have right now. The best thing in terms of defense and not lowering agility. Usually I'd be okay with getting gauntlets, but considering how low on money we are, I guess I could buy 1 and put it on Ryu. Yeah, it makes them a little slower, but it's okay. There's one other item in this place that you can get that's actually specific to Windia. And it's interesting. It's kind of like the wallet from Chrono Trigger, but in a different way. So it's the Midas Stone. It increases profits, but it's 10 weight, so pretty much anybody you put it on is going to be at 0 agility at this point in the game, and it costs 3,000 zenny to get. What it does is, I don't know if it doubles or whatever, but it gives you a percentage more zenny when you win battles. It can be useful, but not enough for our purposes here. And life sandals are the same thing as the light bangle. Talisman we've already got, protection from death attacks. You don't really run into death attacks for a while either, so. But the thing that we want to do in Windia has to do with these kids here. Because we're looking for that kid that they were talking about, because it sounds like T-Bone. And they think you're talking about playing hide and seek. So then, you have to hide and seek with them and find them all. Nina makes sense. So, funny story about this this little hide and seek game. There's 4 kids you have to find. And you do it by turning the camera. I mean, you can find where they are pretty easy. I don't remember. I don't think there's one down here. No, you can find them pretty easy. There's one. There's another one over here. And one up here, I'm pretty sure, in this little corner. Yeah. So I found all of these kids. I'm talking the first ever playthrough I played, and I got frustrated. I could not find the last kid because I assumed that they all were down here, right? And they aren't. There's one that's up in the plaza, but even though you know there might be one up here, you don't know where the heck he is. Holy crap, he's the best hider ever. Bam. Behind a tree. And it took me a couple of tries to find him. Like, I quit looking for him And I'm like, I don't know, I guess it's just where the game ends. And I came back to it a couple days later. I'm like, that's where the hell he was? Ooh, I just thought of this. Oh, crap, this sucks. Okay, so, after the time skip, when these kids grow up, they're all masters, right? And they all give you something different. Most of them, 3 of them give you new formations, and 1 of them gives you an item. So, Base here, the one that's talking to us right now, I'm pretty sure the leader of them, gives you the best formation in the game. It's the chain formation. If we don't random him on somebody, we don't get it. And that makes the game a heck of a lot easier towards the end when you have that. What the chain formation does is whoever is at the front of the chain formation line, everyone in the party has that same character's agility. So, if you take somebody like, let's talk about Gar for a minute. Gar is very, 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 very slow. Pretty much all enemies are going to go before Gar, right? So, let's say you have Gar and you want to make him faster. Well, you could go to all the trouble of putting him under a master and leveling him up under agility, like with Mary Leap. Or, you could just take Ray or Nina, put them at the front of the party, and get in the chain formation. Chain formation literally has no downside, and makes all of your characters the same speed as the first point character. Nina becomes the fastest by the end of the game, but Ray is a good choice too. Super fast. So, yeah. Why would you not get chain formation? I'll tell you why, because you're dumb and you're playing a Pseudo Randomizer, and you might not get that frickin' master on anybody. So, there you have it. So anyway, we found all the kids, and they told us that the kid that robbed those people escaped down the road. But we're going to go over here. This is right under Nina's bedroom window. There's a vodka shot, which that is actually updated in this, because usually that's ginseng. I guess this version of the ROM that I have actually calls it the vodka shot. It's usually a ginseng, though. So that's interesting. I didn't know they'd do that. Also, back here, this right here, we can actually go here just to unlock Durandal right now, just in case somebody gets him. But, yeah, he's back here in this little hut. This is the guy you'd have to learn all the skills from in order to unlock Hondara. So we'll unlock Durandal in case somebody gets him, because he's a free master to get. He tells us he's worthless. He's right. So, yeah. So we just have him in our master list now, but we don't have to apprentice under him. He's there just like Migus, and Bunyan would be if I'd have gone and talked to Bunyan, but I forgot to. So yeah, let's go ahead and camp. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, we're alright. Just checking to see if I'm pushing the episode too far. I think we're good. So here we will save. And this is going to illustrate even more how you should never feel good about walking out of doors in this game. So, as of right now, we're here because we're looking into clues to find Tipo. We're gonna ask these people who live in this little house. Two Tones almost got a level here. But then Nina screams. And before checking on her, we're gonna check out what's in these cabinets of these old, nice people that we don't really want to steal from. But, we're gonna... Sure Tipo cleaned them out of stuff, too, if he was here. So yeah, we walk outside of a door, and this happens. Walking out of doors is just bad. Balio and Sunder are back. They kidnap Nina again. And now we just gotta kind of stand here and get hoofed in the face. I think this is such an iconic scene right here. Just this still of Balio, this big dude who you can't even injure at all. And you just looking up at him as a little kid. You can't do crap to Balio and Sunder. They've kicked your butt twice now. And now he knocks you the crap out. You know? These guys are the antagonists of this part of the game, dude. Like, you really end up... They're fun to hate. And they took us to... Genmel, which is a pretty cool town, actually. It's like the sleaze bucket town of the game. One of. But it's one of the most fun towns in the game, too, because of later. Yeah, Fall has a drinking problem. I like him because he's from the same clan Rand is, the Shell clan. And Rand is one of my all-time favorite Breath of Fire characters in general across the series. And I like Fall's bow tie. There's good old Gar over there in the corner, just chilling. He's terrifying. Yeah, as you can see, he just drinking. Yeah, and then Ryu uses one of his best skills. He got dragon teeth, dude. Are you surprised that he can frickin' chomp through that? Have you seen the teeth of the first Ryu? They're not like dragons just when they're dragons. Just like the Warren aren't like tigers just when they're in were-tiger form. Yeah, I need to be super quiet when you're leaving. We don't control this. I always thought it would be cool if you had to, like, sneak past being quiet and not touching anything, right? I think it would have been fun, but the game does it for you. Yeah, this is the, like, worst drunk conversation ever. Oh, where do you think you're going? Nowhere. We're not going anywhere. Nowhere. That's right. We'll be seeing you. Nina was really smart there. She just said, alright, we'll see you later. See, as dumb as she was to let Balio and Sunder out, she was really smart when we were escaping there. Okay, so Genmel has a few things we can check out, but the best thing you possibly do, because you will miss this item if you don't get it now, not here. It's outside of here. So this illustrates how important it is to move your screen around to check things out. This guy down here is not here later when you return, but if you do talk to him now, he's got a flyer. Now, because we have a flyer, it gives us a discount at all these shops. See? So don't miss your flyer. And we caught this guy mid-chomp, so he's like... Alright, we can't really afford much of this stuff right now, but when we come back later, the flyer still works. So, when we want to get a Scramasax or something, which, well, we actually find one of those, so we won't have to buy it. But, yeah, this place isn't too terribly bad to buy stuff from, because, look, healing herbs are 7 zenny. I mean, that's awesome. So we're gonna get 20 of those. And that gets us closer to leveling up, or to maxing out our healing herb stack. There's not really much else to do here. You can try stealing money from folks. This is a nice little scene here. These guys, they're obviously referencing like Bo and Sten. Like, they're dressed up just like them. They're the same race. Pretty cool. I like these little guys too. Apparently, these guys are actually a different clan. Like, they're a desert clan. Granted, you do see them in the first game too, but I don't remember why you would consider them their own clan. They're just kind of little dudes living in the desert. But in Breath of Fire, everything is part of some kind of clan, except for regular-looking ass humans, I guess. Wonder if they got big women in there. Of course, he's talking about breasts. He talking about breasts, and she's not breasty enough, so nobody's here. Alright, so there's nothing much more to do in Genmel than that. We get the heck out of here. Now, you could go over here and fish right now. And if I were a betting man, I would say that Tony loves fishing. So Tony's gonna fish. I'm sorry, dude. Like I said, man, I can't avoid new fishing spots. I can't. I love fishing in this game. So let's get some bass, because this is where we can catch bass for the first time. Our rod sucks, but we'll get a better one very soon. I'll see, he friggin' took my he didn't take my lure, though. He just broke my line. He didn't take my lure. Yeah, bass are kind of hard to catch with this rod, with the starting wooden rod. You want to upgrade at least to the bamboo rod. They are very strong, and they will steal your line. But I'm stubborn, and I want this frickin' bass. Come on, dude. And it is possible, despite the short casting distance of the wooden rod, it is possible to catch the hardest to catch fish in this game with the wooden rod. I have done it before, and it took a very, very long time. You can catch the biggest fish in the game with the wooden rod, as long as they are close enough to the shore to bite, because you will never cast that far. There's our bass. And I'm pretty sure it's the old popper that that blowfish grab. I don't know if that's what this one is. I think this might be a piranha. Nope, it's blowfish. Well, it's a puffer, I think. Yeah, the poppers are what they go after. Yeah. Alright. So that's not everything we can catch from here, but I don't want to fill up the episode fishing. I love fishing. But we just wanted to catch a bass just to get it under our belt. And it's a nice healing item. It heals 80 HP. So yeah, we finished that up. There is a couple of skills from enemies on Mount Boomor and beyond it that we would usually get here. Like Last Resort, despite it like really messing you up if you use it and then get hit, is really good. It gives you like triple attack power or something. That's not accurate, but it's close. Yeah, so Nina feels guilty about having a good time because you're still looking for Tipo and Ray, and you're not really that happy. I'm happy Nina has Ragnarok. That's something I'm happy about. She's a killer, dude. Okay. So, Savarino. So yeah, our two characters that we have currently are going to have vanilla stats for a pretty long time in the game until they can get their masters. It's pretty far off. But that's cool. We deal with it. Alright, now Boomore. This area here is also kind of a formality. This game teaches you also to... Ooh, we have Ice Breath. We can freeze the Tar Man. Let's go. Yeah, climbing mountains is usually a bad idea in this game. You'll see why. I'm pretty sure that's going to freeze the Tar Man. That's going to be awesome. Yes, dude. That's awesome. Alright, burn the Nut Troop and we'll get some good EXP off of this feller. We'll just charge him. It's gonna take a while to kill him, but... Some pretty dang good EXP off of this boy. Alright, I'm so glad we have Ice Breath. I didn't even consider that. Got your Rejuvenate that we don't get to use at all. So yeah, reuse vanilla stat gains are pretty good. They're not as good as, like, under a master, but they're alright. Oops. Down here and get that chest. Panacea! Alright, we'll just charge him. He can Venom Breath us. Yeah, so we can end up getting poisoned here. Oh, Nina got poisoned. And she's the one that has the light bangle on. That didn't help one bit. Arf. Nice crit there, Ryu. Alright. The thing about Tarman is they're kind of rare encounters, so that super duper sucks. Yeah, our jellyfish restores 1 HP. How about that? We just did that to get it out of our inventory. Alright, antidote. Okay, so let's get up this here, mountain here. This one's a little less straightforward than the other mountain, but still kind of easy to navigate. Unless you're trying to get everything in the area, but really, you're not super concerned with getting every item that you can find on these mountains, because they're not that great. You scattered the enemy. Oh yeah, duh. I gotta go over here and go up the ladder. Durr. Herder. Yeah, that's gonna be weird that we got like the ginseng is called a vodka shot, because that means that some items are gonna be named differently, and I might not know exactly which items they're supposed to be when I first get them. Ginseng was one that you could get from the enhanced crops farm. I was pretty sure. I know Mandrake is. I don't think they'd change Mandrake. Okay, there's Nina's level. 442215. Yeah, that's her vanilla stat gains. Intelligence rose 5. That Ragnarok is just getting more and more powerful, bro. That's something I really like about this game, is that it shows you exactly what stat ups you're getting. when you level up. That's really fun. So, again, climbing mountains is bad. This guy's like, I will help you out. It's fine. And we tell him the whole story about who we're running from. By the way, that bed always has looked to me like there's a really nasty piss stain on it. I don't know if that's just supposed to be the sheet flipped over or like somebody actually peed on it. So we just mentioned their names were Balio and Sunder, and they like they started like. And they kind of like just shrug it off. It looked like Nina just banged her head on the table. Thank you. Alright, so let's loot this. It's another bent sword in case we missed the first one. Yeah, that definitely looks like a stain. I don't know what you guys are doing in here. We can't steal from Mason or his buddy here. But we go in here and we get to rest for the night. Because that mountain climb was rough. Especially with my bad back. And again, adults. Just remember what I said about adults in the Breath of Fire universe. Can't be trusted, man. So they went and told Balio and Sunder that we were here. They act like it's to save their skin, but I mean, I guess it probably is. Yeah, it probably is. They probably would have kicked his ass or killed him or something if the kids had gotten away and they found out that they actually went through here to get away. But, again, adults, a-holes. And this right here is the only true time so far that we've been able to hurt either Balio or Sunder. Right here. Bang! He actually hurt him. Hold on, we gotta stop it for the text boxing. There we go. So she almost doesn't make this, actually. It was really close. Hiya. So yeah, again, we were able to escape. Again. And little Ryu was worried. So that protection thing comes into play pretty soon. So far, right now, we have been able to turn into a dragon for a little bit, right? But only a whelp, and only a flame whelp, because the only dragon gene that we have is the flame. That's about to change here soon. It's pretty cool, the genes that you get through story. It just is. It's neat, the ones that you get through story. Finding them is good. Obviously, most of the ones you find are better than the ones you get from story. But the fact that you get the ones from story that you get and the way you get them is really neat. So, this mountain, we can't go down because there's a gate that blocks us. So the only way we can go is up here as well. Yeah, this guy right here, he has a move called Last Resort, and it's really good. I mean, it's really good in certain situations. But we're going to go ahead and call down the apocalypse upon him, because we're about to get to a point where we can sleep. Yeah, dude, he just got wrecked. Any other time I'd sit there and try and examine him until I got Last Resort, but we can't do that this run. So yeah, we can't get out because there's a gate. So we have to go up. And as we've learned, going up mountains is bad. Well, this is a fun group, the Ragnarok, too. Oh no, I threw my back out. Yeah, I missed the tar, man. That's okay. Anytime that I'm not going to do anything with Ryu, like, instead of defending, I'm just going to bat back, because it's fun. Now we can ice breath these guys. And then we can just attack them until they're dead and get pretty good EXP. Ice Breath was a great great roll then, in that case. I mean, granted, we do have an ice skill in Nina's regular spell list, but we're not allowed to use those, so having Ice Breath was very, very beneficial to us. Alright, we get all the way to the top, and oh look, it's a dead end. And here they are. Freaking Sunder is here again. But there is a way out. I like how Nina gives him a tongue, like a bleh, before they do this. Let's go. And of course, you're definitely not going to survive a fall like that usually. But we're a dragon, and we break pretty girls' falls with our dragon body. This track is awesome, by the way. Obviously. So she sees that he's a dragon and doesn't even freak out. It's neat. Of course, up to now, we could have been using the flame gene to turn into a dragon, and she would have just seen us turn into one. So I guess it makes sense she wouldn't freak out about it. And we change back, and this time we keep our clothes. How weird would it have been if we didn't have them? So anyway, we need to get the crap out of here. And now we have, because of that story reason, and that we fell down the mountain and transformed into a dragon to save her, specifically, we now have the Defender gene. So, what the Defender gene does is if you pair it with any other gene of, like the Flame gene, for instance, it'll turn you into a dragon form, not a whelp form. So now we can be a big fat fire dragon, which is neat, and I think story beat wise, it was a good time to introduce, like, the next level of dragons. But for now, we're gonna run over here. And there's another gene we can get right here. That's just hanging out back here. Voice of the Brood. That's the first time you hear the Brood mentioned. That's the reverse gene. So, if we wanted right now, because we got the reverse gene, it costs a lot of AP to do, but we don't have the Frost gene right now. We don't get it for a while. If we wanted to do Frost, we could do Flame Reverse, and we'd have an Ice Whelp, or we could do Flame Defender Reverse and have an Ice Dragon. So, it's just pretty neat the way the game, like, gives you these options, right? So, I don't think I have a float. Sorry, it's a fishing spot. I don't think I have a float, and I'm pretty sure that's what the flying fish bite on. Because this is an area where we can get flying fish. I don't think they go for anything else. We can try the popper, or the toad, I mean. I don't think they go for the toad, but... Yeah, it's the float. You can also catch a, I think this is a place you can catch an octopus, maybe? Is there one out there? Yeah, they're there. You can definitely catch an octopus here. We may as well get it in our list. They're a little far out. I think it's just octopus, though. I don't think there's devilfish or anything around. Hey, buddy, come get it. It's a worm. Okay, forget it. We'll come back later and do it. When we have a float that we can catch the flying fish with, too. So you'll see me revisit a lot of fishing spots just to fill out what they can give us. But for now, though, we're in a camp. We're in a rest to get Nina her Ragnarok AP back. And we're going to have us a save. And that's going to be it for episode number, I believe this is Trace. Yeah, episode number 3. We've got our Nina now. She's got Ragnarok, and Ice Breath is kind of helping, but mostly with the Torment stuff. Her other skills we're not using that much. Sleep could be helpful, actually, in the next dungeon we're going to be in, just to save us from dying. Siphon I haven't used much. Based off her physical attack, so it's not going to be great. Charm is going to be good eventually. I think it's going to be more useful later when Ryu gets it from Mary Leap, honestly, and Nina won't have it then. But Ragnarok, dude, let's go. That's going to clear out a lot of stuff for us. It really is going to make me want to keep Nina on the team for most of the first part of the game here, which usually I wouldn't have her on the team. Once we get Gar and Momo, usually I just keep Gar and Momo on the team. But, yeah, she might make the cut. It depends on what Momo and Gar end up with, really. And we're going to find out at least what Momo got next episode, because she's the very next character we're getting, and we're getting her pretty early on in the next episode, too. But, that being said, this episode's over, and, Ryu, enjoy your apple, dude, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.